Taylor! Great work today. Are you busy? What are you doing right now?
Thank you. Great work to you as well. I'm not doing a whole lot. Just working.
No way. You're doing overtime this late? I had no idea you had that much left on your plate. You poor thing, being worked to the bone.
I'm sorry, but why are you talking like you have no idea why? You're the one who gave me an assignment due tomorrow right before I finished my shift.
Huh? Is that so? Oops, I guess that slipped my mind.
Please knock it off. I'm doing my best over here. I'm keeping this up for the sake of our customers, and I do what I can to deliver quality work fast and cheaply. It's not a good idea to force your employees to take these last-minute jobs and then throw on these tight deadlines.
I'm so sorry. I know how you feel, and I know it isn't a great thing to do. But I really can't help putting more work on you. If a client cuts me off because we're too slow on output, I won't have any more business. It'd be an even bigger problem if I couldn't pay everyone's salary. That's the last thing you want, right? Just hang in there. I know you can push through.
I guess so. Anyway, what do you want? It's rude for you to message me like this.
Oh, right. I almost forgot. You're engaged, right? I heard your fiancé is a doctor. And not only that, his father is the medical director of some big hospital.
Talk about out of the blue. That's all true, I guess. But how did you know that? I never told you anything about him.
Because I'm taking him from right under your nose. So, how do I put this? I suppose I'll just say it outright. Cancel the engagement. Understood.
I'm sorry, what? You're not actually demanding I cancel my engagement. Are you?
Yes, I am. I'm being 100% serious here. Just who do you think I'm with right now? If you guessed Tony, then you're correct.
Tony? He's with you? But he's supposed to be at home.
Oh, I'll just come out with it. He's at my house, sleeping next to me as we speak. Really sorry about that. While you were hard at work, we were messing around behind your back.
Hang on a second. I don't understand. What exactly do you mean by that? What do you mean you were messing around with him?
Jeez, you're so dense. You really don't get it already? He cheated on you so he could have me. Now we're planning to get married. That's why you need to cancel your engagement.
What the heck? What in the world are you saying?
Listen, Taylor. Ever since I laid eyes on Tony, I was planning on this from the start. I always found the gap in your social statuses odd, anyway. You are not the type of girl who marries a doctor. A beautiful CEO like me is a much more suitable match. And Tony's better off abandoning a workaholic like you. You do nothing but work, leaving him out to dry. Yes, a woman with stunning looks and money would be much better for him. Do you get it now? It's only natural for him to be mine. Sorry to break it to you.
That's enough from you. You're really going to act like you have no blame in this situation? The reason I do nothing but work these days is because you're giving me way too much to do with no notice. You're overworking everyone. You have us work long hours with low wages, ask us to come in on holidays, and force us into unpaid overtime. All you've been doing is taking and taking. You're just exploiting all of us. And now you're trying to steal my fiancé? There's no excuse. You better come to the office and explain yourself right now. We need to sit down and have a long talk about this, face to face.
Wow, so scary. Careful, the green-eyed monster is rearing its head. I know you're jealous, but you're getting too heated. There's no way I can keep working with you after seeing this ugly side of you. I'm too scared of what you might do to me. So don't bother coming in tomorrow. You're fired.
Huh? You're firing me?
Yep, that's right. Okay, what you need to do is submit your resignation letter and date it for 6 months ago. That way, tomorrow you can pack up your stuff and get out the door as soon as possible. Oh, and make sure you have your handover documents ready.
Hey, please, wait a moment. Let me get this straight. Not only are you stealing my partner from me, but you're firing me for personal reasons on top of that? You're literally asking me to lie and fake a resignation notice from 6 months ago. Just because you don't like me?
Well, yeah. That's just the way the cookie crumbles. I won't give you a severance package, but I will pay you a handsome fee for breaking off the engagement. Is $1,500 good enough? It sounds like a good amount. You won't have to do a thing. I'll just put it in your payroll account.
God, would you quit toying with me already? This isn't funny. You can't honestly expect me to let this kind of petty behavior slide. Where are you? I'll come over there and give you a piece of my mind. I'll never forgive you.
No thanks. You're so vicious, I'm afraid you'll bite me. Well, let's wake up and face reality, okay? It may be a hard pill to swallow, but you can't always get what you want. The world isn't so kind. Just give up. It's better to do that now and save yourself the heartache. All right, that's all I had to say. Thanks for all your help until now, and best of luck out there. Once you leave tomorrow, if you come anywhere close to my company, I'll call the cops on you. Have a nice life. Hi, Taylor. How are you? It's been a while since we've talked. So much has happened since then. Just wanted to let you know that I officially tied the knot with Tony yesterday. Sorry, I ended up getting my happy ending before you did. Hope you're not still upset about that.
Oh, Ashley. It really has been a long time since we've spoken. You actually got married to him? That's great to hear. Good for you too. You have my sincere congratulations.
What? What's with all the excitement?
Why wouldn't I be excited about this? My old boss got married to someone she loves. That's something to celebrate. In any case, I'll be praying for your happiness.
Oh, is that right? I see you finally know your place. Good on you. It's a relief to see that you've come to your senses.
I'm glad you feel that way. I've heard a lot of things about you these last few months, Ashley. After you fired me, my former coworkers followed suit and quit. I guess they were fed up too. Since the number of employees at your company has seen a drastic decrease, you can't do your job properly now. Is that true? I also heard that you tried to keep the business afloat by hiring a bunch of fresh graduates on a part-time basis. But then, your new workers became enraged at the awful working conditions, so they went on strike and sued you. And now your workforce has seemingly vanished into thin air. Did I get all of that right? Well, it's good to know your management skills are as excellent as ever. Truly, no one else can compare.
What? I don't understand why you're bringing all of that up. Hey, isn't that a little harsh?
No. You've got it all wrong. Being harsh isn't my intention. After all, I don't think it's harsh to call a spade a spade.
How dare you? So you're just here to gloat. Is that what you're trying to say?
Oh, no. I'm really happy for you. Here's to the woman that tossed me out like an old dish rag going bankrupt. After I was fired, I was shell-shocked. I couldn't do anything at all. I fell asleep each night crying my eyes out. But thanks to you, I'm all better now. I feel like I dodged a bullet getting out of there while I could. I'm just about ready to throw a party.
Hey, don't get ahead of yourself over there. I'm not broke yet. You're still the same cheeky little skank. Ugh. Just so you know, we're not going bankrupt. I'm not out of cards to play just yet. Because I have a husband who works at a big hospital. Tony will definitely help me get back on my feet. If I ask him, he'll gather up the money needed to rebuild the company right away. It'll be that easy.
Say what? How do you plan on doing that? Didn't you know that he is getting fired from his job?
What? Fired?
Wow. I guess no one told you. I have a friend who works as a nurse at that hospital. I heard the story straight up from her. Tony messed up big time. He embezzled money from his workplace.
Huh? He did what now?
Can you not read all of a sudden? He was caught stealing money. Let me start from the beginning. When my friend was still a recent hire, Tony was trying to make passes on her. Just constantly hitting on her every day. But she wasn't interested in him. She kept refusing his advances, and soon he started to resent her for it. As a result, he used his influence to get her salary cut with no explanation and make her into a scapegoat for his blunders. It was such an awful case of workplace harassment. My friend really hates his guts. So, to get him to leave her alone, she poked her nose around to find one of his weak spots. The evidence of his embezzlement immediately came to light. There was no question about it. She intended to accuse him of the crime, but since Tony was still my fiancé at the time, she was worried that I would be caught in the crossfire. Until now, she didn't fess up to it for my sake. Honestly, I almost wish she had told me earlier, but it ended up working out anyway. Anywho, since me and Tony aren't engaged anymore, she doesn't have a reason to bite her tongue anymore. Before she quits, she's planning to turn over all the evidence she found.
Wait, what in the world? What are you talking about?
She's ready to report him to HR. Tony is going to be held liable for theft and be fired. Once that happens, I wouldn't be shocked if his father disowned him. He's been lying and cheating his own family forever, after all. Not only that, he'll have a big lawsuit coming his way, earn himself a criminal record, and wind up in debt. He was embezzling money for so long, there's bound to be huge consequences. How much has he pocketed again? It has to be around $350,000 at this point.
Oh my god. $350,000? You've got to be joking. He stole that much money?
It has to be at least that amount. Because all that theft probably paid for Tony's favorite shiny red sports car. His snazzy apartment as well. It's so expensive to live on the top floor of a high-rise apartment. Everything he owns, from his clothes to his appliances, was most likely bought using the money he stole from the hospital. It's a good thing I didn't end up marrying him. If he was my husband, it would have ended in disaster. I would have lost everything. That was a real close call. What kind of lunatic would marry into a deficit like that? Seriously, who would do that to herself? Oh yeah, I know who. She's right here.
Shut up. You don't need to keep rubbing salt in the wound.
Sorry. Are you mad? I'm happy to change the subject. Going back to the original topic, didn't you say that Tony was going to provide the funds to rebuild your business? Well, it seems like Tony wanted to use your company's money for his situation. You know, to pay back all the money he embezzled. Oh my goodness! To think you were both counting on each other to get out of your financial situations. But neither of you has even 1 cent to give. The two of you will be completely broke before long. What would you call that? Counting your chickens before they hatch? You and Tony were made for each other, diving headfirst into a future where you destroy each other's lives.
Hey, just wait. That can't be. I don't understand what's happening anymore. This can't be happening to me. Didn't I get married to a rich man who would take care of my needs?
Nope, unfortunately not. You married a man who's going to be saddled with debt and a criminal record. Well, it happens. Just shake it off. You'll be fine.
What am I supposed to do now? My business is already in the red. My clients are going to cut ties. It's only a matter of time. Then I won't have any income. And Tony doesn't have the money to fix this. What do I do now? Oh, I got it. Come back and work for me, Taylor.
Why on earth would I do that?
If you come back, the others will come back too. I want you to cooperate with me and rebuild. It's the only way I can think of to save my business. Of course, I'm not asking you to do that much work for free. If you come to work with us, I'll give Tony back to you. You can get married again. I'll also promote you to vice president of the company. Your salary will be doubled, no, tripled compared to before. So return to the office. Please.
Are you serious? Those are the perks you're giving me for coming back? Quit joking around already.
I wasn't joking, though.
Allow me to put things in perspective for you. I was upset at the time, but I had no issues getting another job after you fired me. Tell me, how much do you think I'm making right now? You better sit down for this, because I'm sure it's going to blow you away. It's 5 times the amount I was paid working for you.
That can't be right. How are you making 5 times the amount you did before?
It's not so unbelievable if you think about it. It seems that my qualifications were considered highly desirable. Since I started here, people have treated me well, and I've been a valuable asset to the company. I was seriously undervaluing my abilities. My salary has been laughably low up until now. So even if you increased my pay by 2 or 3 times, I'm not coming back. No, my answer would be the same no matter what, even if you paid me 10 times as much. I'm never, ever going back to you. Giving me the position of vice president of a failing business is like being stuck in the middle of the ocean on a boat with no paddles. Obviously, I'm not looking to replace my current job with one that has 0 benefit for me. I don't have to explain why I have no need for a horrible work environment plagued with nothing but debt and criminal activity.
That's not true. Don't say that. I'm begging you, Taylor. I need you back on my team. All you need to do is come back and we'll be fine. Everyone will work together again, and we'll earn back the money to pay for me and Tony's mistakes. Please, I'm desperate here. Please, please, please.
Let's wake up and face reality, okay, Ashley? How can you expect me to go back after the way you treated me? You stole my fiancé from me and kicked me to the curb. It may be a hard pill to swallow, but you can't always get what you want. The world isn't so kind.
No! How dare you throw my own words back in my face?
That's just the way things are. Well then, I'm not involved in this anymore, so I'll leave it at that. You've made me laugh enough for one day. This conversation has been a great motivator. I'm going to be hard at work starting tomorrow. Thanks a lot. It's probably out of the question now, but try to have a nice life. After that, Ashley's company went bankrupt. A former employee sued and demanded compensation for being forced to work unpaid overtime. I also reaped the benefits of this, getting belated compensation and retirement benefits. In the end, Ashley ended up not just penniless, but in a very considerable amount of debt. After that, Tony was accused of embezzlement, fired by the hospital, and disowned by his family. He's over $350,000 in debt himself, and his apartment and car have been taken from him. Things got really ugly between Ashley and Tony. With a total debt of about $700,000, they kept screaming and cursing each other out. They started threatening divorce, but in the end, they didn't go through with it. They made up and moved to a different city to try and make a new start and attempt to pay off their debts. I can only imagine they must be flipping burgers right now. With that funny image in my head, I keep working hard at my new job. Things are pretty good here. There's no overtime, the pay is high, and I'm happy being surrounded by my nice coworkers and bosses. Things would be perfect if I could just get a boyfriend.
Hey, Tabitha, do you have a second to talk? There's something that I want to ask you about. Actually, it's something that I heard from my mom, but is it true that you're going to move into a larger house for your family and my parents to live in?
Oh, hey, Marissa. Yes, it's true. I was thinking that it was just such a burden on your mom to have to take care of your dad all by herself. I suggested to her that we all live together. That way you could all pitch in and help out and things might get a little easier for her.
Oh, really? I see. So it's true, huh? Well, how didn't you come and talk to me about it first? You really should have, you know.
Sorry? What do you mean? Why do we need to talk to you about this?
Isn't that obvious? Of course, you should have checked in with me about this before you just ran off and did it yourself.
Oh, well, I didn't know that you felt that way, but why do you think I should have talked to you about it first exactly? I mean, you don't even live with your parents anymore. I'm sorry, but I really just didn't think that there was some pressing need to talk to you first about it. Did you have a problem with what I'm doing or something?
Of course I have a problem with it. I mean, honestly, what were you thinking? Can you really not even guess why I might be upset? I mean, these are my parents that we're talking about here, after all.
Yeah, but I still don't really get why you're so upset over this. I mean, no offense, but you haven't even come home to visit in such a long time. Why do you even care?
Well, I heard that you were all going to be moving to a bigger place that was more in the city.
Is that what has got you so upset? I'm sorry, but I still don't really get what you're so mad about.
Well, I want to live in that house too.
Well, I'm really sorry, Marissa, but the house only has enough rooms for your parents and my family. I think that letting anyone else live there would make things kind of cramped.
You always do this. You never ever think about what I want and just always go and do your own thing.
Marissa, the house had to be in the city so that Zach and I can get to our jobs faster and so that your parents have easier access to their own doctors.
But I still think that you should have come and talked to me about this first. I mean, am I or am I not part of this family? You always make me feel like I'm left out and ignored, and I hate it.
Marissa, I'm really, really sorry that I made you feel that way. I never intended to do that, I promise.
You've always been like this, though, ever since you married Zach.
Sorry? What do you mean by that?
I mean, you always made me feel like I was the odd one out and that I was being left out of family affairs. Do you know how that makes me feel?
Marissa, I'm so sorry, but again, that was never my intention. I'm really sorry for making you feel that way, though. I really had no idea. But I just want you to know that it's not true. Of course you're part of this family.
Whatever. I don't need to hear any more excuses from you. The whole reason I wanted to message you was because I wanted you to know that I don't approve of you living together with my parents.
Sorry? What do you mean you don't approve?
These are my parents that we're talking about, and I'm telling you that I don't approve of you living with them. I won't allow it. I know that you and your family and Zach are just trying to live with them so you can leech off their money and get a free house in the meantime. Don't you have any shame? Well, you I can understand, but how can Zach do something like this to his own parents?
What? What are you talking about? Of course we aren't planning on doing that. I think that you've got it all wrong.
I don't believe you for 1 second. I'll talk with my parents and see what they have to say about it. In the meantime, you should think about what we talked about here, and don't move in with them.
But Marissa, we were planning to move into the house this weekend.
So then you still have time for me to talk to them. Now do as I say. I'll talk to my parents and explain everything to them. Do you understand me?
That's fine if you want to talk to them. I really don't care one way or the other, but your parents have already moved into the new house and are waiting for us to move in. So I think if you try to tell them that this can't happen, then they're going to be pretty upset.
I didn't ask you for any details about the moving process. Don't try and distract me with your little stories. I told you that I'll talk to them and that you're not to do anything until I come back and say you can.
Well, okay then. If it'll make you feel better about this whole situation, then sure, go ahead and talk to them.
Hey, Tabitha. I went and talked to my parents like I said I would.
Did you go and see them in person today? I didn't know that you had gone to see them. They told me that they had seen you slinking around the house a bit for the past few days, though. I really think that you should tell me before you do these things.
What did you just say? Why should I have to tell you before I do anything? You've got some nerve talking to me like that.
Marissa, do you even realize how you sound right now?
Look, I'm the older sister, and I'll do what I want, when I want. Anyways, I went to talk to them, and they said they're pretty disappointed with you.
I wonder if that has anything to do with you going over to trash talk me behind my back.
Just who do you think you're talking to right now? Don't you dare take that tone with me. Besides, I only went to talk to them so that I could tell them the truth about what you were doing.
Look, this is just getting to be ridiculous. Could you please just cut this out?
Do you really think I'm going to listen to someone like you? I don't ever want to see you ever again.
That's fine. I don't think it would break my heart that much if I ever saw you again, to be honest. Now, we're moving in tomorrow, so if you want to make that a guarantee, then I would suggest you clear out soon.
I don't think so. If anyone is going to be living with my parents in that big house, it's going to be me. After all, I really think that it's my job as their oldest child to take care of them in their advanced years. So, I've decided that I'll be moving in with my parents, not you. Do you understand me? My mom has already said that she doesn't want to live with you anymore.
Well, then I guess that we have no choice but to ask them to leave the house.
What? You're the ones that have to leave. Zach can stay if he really wants, but you and your brats have all got to go. There's no space for you here anyway, so just give up on the house.
Marissa, you literally don't have a single clue what you're talking about. We own that house. It belongs to me and Zach.
What did you just say? What's that supposed to mean?
I mean that Zach and I bought the house with our money. The mortgage is in my name, for Pete's sake. If anyone has to give up on living in that house, it certainly isn't going to be me.
Is that true? I thought that my dad paid for that house.
No, of course he didn't pay for the house himself. What led you to believe that? The house belongs to me and Zach, so if your mom really doesn't want to live with us any longer, then I guess I have no choice but to ask them to move out.
But how did this happen? What happened to my dad's savings?
Your dad never really had that much put away. I mean, he spent almost every penny he earned going to the casinos, and what he hasn't wasted on that, he uses to pay his medical bills. But obviously that kind of behavior was not really sustainable, so that's why we agreed to live together, so that we could help out a bit with their expenses. Although I seriously have no clue what your mom thought she was saying if she really told you that she had the power to kick us out of our own home. I guess you must have just riled her up so much with your lies and trash talking.
Well, then what's going to happen now?
Well, with your parents gone, I guess Zach and I might just sell the house and get one more suitable to the size of our family. Or maybe we'll just keep it. I don't know.
Does that mean that I won't be able to live there anymore? I thought that I was going to be living in this big nice house for free. What am I supposed to do now?
Are you serious right now? No, of course you can't live in my house. Didn't you just say you never wanted to see me again? That doesn't sound like the kind of person I want living in my house. Oh, actually, I just had a great idea. The house is too big for just my family. Oh, but why don't I reach out to my own parents and ask them how they feel about moving in instead? I'm sure they would be more than happy to. They always complain about how little they get to see their grandchildren.
Wait, no, hold on for just a second. You can't just decide something like that so suddenly. I mean, my parents already sold their old house, didn't they?
Yes, that's right. They did sell their old house.
Well then, where are they supposed to go? Where are they supposed to live now?
I guess they will all just have to move into your place now, won't they?
What do you mean they need to move into my place? My husband will never be okay with that.
Oh, really? Dang, that's just too bad. Well, good luck with that.
You can't just treat people like this. What's the matter with you? I wanted to live in that house with my parents. But if they're not going to be living there anymore, then maybe my husband and I can move in and live with you all instead.
Are you stupid? I already told you that you're not welcome in the house. What is wrong with you?
But why? I don't understand why not.
You literally just tried to kick me out of my own home. I'll be sending all of your parents' things to your house, Marissa.
You can't be serious. You can't just send all of their stuff here.
Well, you said so yourself. They don't have anywhere else to go now. Besides, I thought that you wanted to live with your parents so that you could take care of them. Well, here's your chance. Actually, I've already gotten in contact with some movers, and they're helping take their things away right now.
You can kick my parents out of your house, but you can't honestly expect to just send them here for me to deal with. I only wanted to live in that house. Is that really so bad?
Yes, you were awful, but that's beside the point. It's my house, so I get to decide who can and can't live there. I really don't know what you told your mom to make her so upset with me, but whatever it was, she's been absolutely horrible to me ever since. Frankly, I'm just fed up with having to deal with her. At this point, there's no way that I could ever live together with someone like her now. And she doesn't have any respect for my privacy and is always trying to get in my business. You both have really left me with no other choice but to have them leave. And I don't intend on changing my mind.
But who's going to take care of my dad? I thought you were all going to do it together.
That's not my responsibility anymore. Besides, I've got a job. I was never going to be doing all of the hard work involved in taking care of someone. Normally it's your mom who sees to him, but we just agreed that I would help out where I could in the evenings and on the weekends. But I guess now I don't have to worry about that any longer. I have got no intention of helping either of them now. So you should be a good daughter and take care of them.
Are you telling me that I'll have to be a nurse for my own father?
Well, not just you. You and your mom can do it together.
But I can't do that. I wouldn't even know where to start. And if I can't live in that nice house with them, I don't think I want to live with them at all. Please, you've got to let them come back to live with you.
Wow, did you really just say that? You're a horrible, horrible daughter, Marissa. As expected. And I just want you to know, Zach is right here next to me reading all of these texts.
Wow. Good one, Tabitha. Weren't you the one complaining about privacy not 5 minutes ago?
I don't keep secrets from my husband. Also, it's both of our house, and we decide these things together, as a couple. And more than that, you two are family, and you're talking so poorly about your own parents. Anyway, he is really, really disappointed in you. As am I, for what it's worth.
What do you mean? What did I even do?
Are you serious right now? You trash-talked me to your own mother in a pathetic attempt to kick my family out of our own home so that you could move in. You even lied about why you wanted to do it, talking about wanting to be there for your family. And once you found out that the house was not going to be yours, you cast your own parents aside. Do you really not understand what you did wrong here?
Well, you don't have to be so mean about it. I only wanted to live in that house. Is that really such a bad thing?
So you really don't care at all about what happens to your parents?
No! Don't put words into my mouth. I never said that.
Oh, really? But even all those years ago when your dad first started to need some extra care, you refused to come on and help out when your mom asked you to. Instead, Zach and I took up the job and went to help out when we could.
Did you really do all of that? I didn't know.
That's right. That's where the whole talk of moving in together came from in the first place. But I imagine that you must have been planning to try and move into this house since you first heard about it. Too bad. Instead of gaining a house, you've lost a brother. Neither Zach nor I want anything more to do with you.
What are you saying? How could you be so cruel?
Call it whatever you like. We're done talking. Good luck living with your parents and have a nice life.
Please, I told you I can't take them. My house is too small for all of us to fit, and my husband certainly wouldn't be okay with this.
Well, that sounds like a you problem. And everything about this, all of your fault anyway, so the least you can do is face up to the consequences of your actions. But at least your dream of living with your parents in their old age can finally come true.
No, please. I can't do this. You can't do this to me. How are we all supposed to share this house?
I told you that this conversation is over. Give your parents my regards. Goodbye. Marissa tried to call me over and over again after I said we were done talking, but of course, I never responded to her after that. It was not long after I stopped responding to her that I got a call from the movers, saying that they had finished moving all of my in-laws' things to Marissa's apartment. Apparently, she didn't even bother to tell her husband about what was going on, and he was quite upset when he found out. Also, after moving in, Marissa's mom also became unable to work and also needed constant nursing. Now, Marissa and her husband take care of her parents while aching by in their meager lives. Meanwhile, my parents agreed to come move in with us, and we were all really enjoying our time together. Thank you for watching. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe to see more content like this.
Hey, Molly, are you done with work yet? Just thought I'd check in and say hello.
Yeah, I'm all finished for the day, and I'm tired. You always check in with me around this time, don't you? I mean, ever since I've been away on this assignment, I always hear from you right around this time, like clockwork.
Yeah, well, I know you always get done around this time, and I'm always thinking about you, so I've gotten into the habit of checking in with you right around now just to say hi, you know? I guess you could call it my daily scheduled check-in time.
What's all that about? Are you doing it because you think you have to? It's nice, but you don't have to do it.
No, of course not. I do it because I love you, babe. I'm just saying, I like to be consistent about it.
Okay, I get it, but that's a weird way of putting it. Anyways, thanks for checking in. It's always nice to hear your voice. By the way, did you hear from my mom today? She said she was going to call you sometime soon.
Yep, I sure did. She called me this morning. She asked me if I'm eating right and taking care of myself. Isn't that nice? I don't hear from her that often, so I was a little surprised, I must say. Did you say something to her about me? I mean, did you ask her to check up on me?
Not really. It's just that she knows that you don't cook. So I did ask her to check in on you and see if you were doing okay with that. I bet you're eating nothing but fast food and ramen, right?
Nah, I'm actually cooking for myself every day, believe it or not. Nothing too complicated, of course. But I can make easy stuff, you know. Eggs, sandwiches, pasta.
Wait, really? You can do that stuff? Then how come you never cook for me? That's not fair.
Because your cooking is so much better than mine, that's why. There's no point in cooking for you when you could do it and taste so much better.
Well, it's nice to hear you say that, of course, but I never knew what you were capable of. I want to try your cooking sometime. I want an omelet.
Okay. When you come back, I'll make you something, and hopefully you won't get sick from it. But back to your mom. I need to make sure we're on the same page. Is she planning to come over here for a visit or something? I get the feeling that she might be.
Well, she was saying that she wanted to go over there and cook something for you. But why do you ask? What's the matter?
Oh, please tell her that's not necessary, okay? Please tell her not to go to all that trouble. I wouldn't want to be a burden on her like that. It's just too much trouble for her to come all the way over here.
I don't think you have to worry about that. She sounded like she was really looking forward to doing that for you.
Oh, really? Even so, I'm fine and I'm eating good, so you can tell her she doesn't need to, okay? Both of you are worrying entirely too much about me. I'm fine, and there's no need for her to take such trouble to feed me, okay?
Well, if you say so, I'll let her know. She'll be disappointed, though.
Okay, thanks for doing that for me, and thanks to her for thinking of me so much. You have to get up early tomorrow, right? It's getting a bit late there now. It must almost be time for you to get some sleep now.
Yeah, you're probably right about that. I am beat, and I still need to eat some dinner before bed. It's pretty cold lately. Don't forget to turn off that space heater in the bedroom before you go to sleep and if you go out, okay?
It's not safe leaving it on all night, and I know you do that sometimes. Please be careful, honey.
Yeah, I know. I'm a big boy. I know you think I'm completely unable to take care of myself.
I'm only telling you that because it's happened before. You left it on all night and went right to sleep, but it's really a fire hazard, so you have to be careful about it, okay?
Yes, ma'am. I will be sure to be careful about it. It will definitely be off when I go to sleep. Have a good night and sweet dreams, my darling.
Hey, I'm trying to get in touch with you. Where are you? We've got a major problem at the house. It's a very serious situation. Derek, answer me. Where are you?
Hey, what's the big idea with all the calls and texts? Calm down. I was sound asleep. What are you so frantic about anyway? Is your mom okay?
What? Are you serious right now? Do you not know what I'm talking about?
Serious about what? What are you talking about? What's wrong with the guy having a nap at home on his day off?
Huh? You're telling me that you're there at home and you were napping? You were asleep? Asleep when the house burned down? That is just not possible. There's practically nothing left but the foundations.
Wait, what? Now I really don't know what you're talking about. If this is a joke, it's a bad one. Please, cut it out, Molly. There is nothing funny about our house being burned to the ground.
Do you really know nothing about it? Good grief, how could you possibly not know what's going on? Well, at least I know you're safe now that you're answering my texts.
Well, yeah, I'm safe. Thanks for being so worried, though. But what's this about our house burning down? Are you serious? How did that happen, and how did you find out?
It's even on the local news. How could I not find out? I got a call from Mom, and I came back here as quickly as I could. Luckily, it was only our place that was completely destroyed. The fire marshal told me that it could have been so much worse. The neighbors on the north side have a little bit of damage too, but nothing big.
Oh, wow. It really is on the news. This is nuts. It burned down completely? What a mess. But why did you wait until now to tell me about all this? I could have actually been inside, you know.
Hey, I've been trying to get in touch with you ever since I first heard about it, but you didn't answer me. Whose fault is that?
Hey, scolding me now doesn't help anything, so just don't, okay? We've lost everything, haven't we? I mean, all our furniture, everything. Do we need to talk to the landlord about this? What are we supposed to do? I don't even know where to begin. This is a complete disaster.
All right, let's just stay calm now. For now, Mom and I will handle as much of the little stuff as we can. It looks like the fire has finally been put out now, so that's good. I'm pretty sure that the rest of the details can wait until tomorrow at least.
Oh, okay. Thanks for handling all this right now, Molly.
Don't worry about it. I'm just glad you're okay. But back to what we were talking about before. Where have you been disappearing to? You clearly haven't been doing what you told me you've been doing, and you haven't been where you said you've been.
Huh? I don't know what you're talking about.
No, don't try to play dumb now. It's too late for that, and you aren't getting away with it anymore. You said you were napping at home, but obviously you weren't. Or you'd be burned to a crisp and dead now. So where have you been, and what have you been doing?
I was at the office and fell asleep in the break room. I've been working too hard lately because I've been so lonely without you.
Yeah, I don't think so. It's weekend, and you don't work on the weekend. And you even said that today is your day off when you first answered me just now. So why are you lying to me? Tell me the truth, and let's get on with it, okay?
It's a lot to talk about right now. Hey, look, can we just leave this talk for later? I mean, our house just burned to the ground. I feel like figuring all that out is more important than this other stuff.
Yeah, I guess you're right. There are more important things right now. We can set that aside for now, but we'll revisit it soon. And now for question number 2.
What? Still more questions? Come on! Do you even understand what we're dealing with right now? I mean, this is a complete catastrophe.
Of course I do, and that's why I'm asking you this. It's important. The question is directly related to the fire and our future. I talked to the fire marshal after he did his preliminary investigation, and he had a lot to say. He told me that the cause of the fire seems to have been something inside the house, something in the bedroom. And since it was only our place that burned to the ground, it seems obvious to me what caused it. Can you think of anything that would have set the place on fire? I need to ask you this.
Can I think of anything? What kind of question is that? Oh, wait, there is one thing now that I think about it.
What? What are you thinking of?
I might have left that space heater on when I left the house before. Oh no, if that was the cause, am I going to get arrested for that? It was an innocent mistake. I mean, are they going to call me an arsonist or something?
That space heater? Again! What on earth were you thinking? Didn't I tell you? I told you you had to be careful about one thing, and that space heater was the thing.
But I had it set to the lowest setting and everything. I didn't think it could cause a fire.
I give up. You are truly hopeless. I mean, how many times did we talk about that? At any rate, at least I know now what happened. It's better to know than to be guessing. You need to get over here right now, Derek. I have a lot of things that I need to ask you about.
What kind of things? Ugh, no interrogations, please.
I need to talk to you about the cause of the fire, and I need to know where you've been sleeping while I'm gone. I think you have some things to tell me, and it's time that I hear them. And I won't tolerate you running away, so get over here right now. Understand?
Man, I was in much too much of a hurry that day. I really didn't think that leaving the space heater on could have caused so much damage. I'm just lucky that I didn't get arrested or something.
Yes, you definitely got lucky this time. You should be counting your blessings. They didn't press charges because there was no evidence that you did it intentionally. You should be thanking your lucky stars that at least the law was on your side on this one.
Yeah, it's funny to hear you talk that way when you're also saying that you're going to divorce me. I mean, for a little while, you actually thought I might be dead, right? You were really worried about me? Right.
Look, you were the one who actually caused the fire, so any way you look at it, you're reaping what you've sown. And on top of all of that, you've been cheating on me. I still can't believe it. You really are a piece of work.
Hey, I already apologized to you for that 1,000 times. How many more times do I need to say that I'm sorry? And I agreed to the divorce without any acrimony because I don't want to cause you any more trouble. Plus, I'll pay the settlement you submit and not contest it because that's just the right thing to do given the circumstances. So how about you let it go and stop berating me about it all now?
Yeah, I guess it's easy for you to say all of that, being the victimizer and not the victim. But I'm curious. Are you really going to be okay all on your own?
Hey, after you and I are divorced, I can get remarried with my new girlfriend if I want to. Yeah, I know it's a bit early and maybe presumptuous to be saying all that, but I'm pretty sure I'll be okay. Of course, it's always better to just not get divorced if you can avoid it. Don't you agree?
Oh, quit making jokes about that because it's never happening. There's no chance that you and I aren't getting divorced after all that's happened and all that you've done. Like the song says, we are never, ever, ever getting back together. Like, ever.
Yeah, I guess you're right.
You need to think more on all that you've done and what your responsibility is for this mess. I mean, really, really think about it. It was pure dumb luck that our home was the only one that burned down and that nobody was badly injured or worse. The truth is that whole thing could have easily been so much worse than it was. People could have died. Children could have died.
Gross negligence, right? That was the term they used. If they'd have found me guilty of that, I would have had to pay a huge fine. That would have ruined me financially for sure. Plus, all our things burned up. All that nice furniture we bought and my electronics. So, I'm definitely thinking about all that. Huge loss, for sure.
Yeah, that's not what I'm talking about at all.
But whatever, I guess. Anyway, I'm going to submit the divorce papers now. I don't want to hear you changing your mind or complaining about any of this again later. You won't be doing that, right? Nope, I won't say a word. The deal is done, and so are we, I guess. Anyway, I think I'll probably be staying at my girlfriend's house for a while now. How about you? What are you gonna do? Couch surf?
I'll stay with my folks for the time being. It's nice to spend some time with them. And not that I really care, but try not to burn your girlfriend's place down, okay?
Yeah, I won't be doing that. I've learned my lesson.
Okay, if you say so. And another thing, the landlord wants to talk to you about a few things. He's probably going to reach out to you soon, so be sure to answer your phone and do whatever needs to be done.
What? Why? What more is there to all this? The investigation is done and I'm innocent. I don't have anything more to say about any of it.
Be that as it may, it seems like he still wants to talk to you about stuff again. Even though you weren't found guilty of anything, you still were the cause of the fire, you know?
That just makes me feel uneasy. I mean, what else is there to say or ask about? He's the owner, so he's the one who's responsible for all the damages, right? Just based on that, I don't want to meet with him. Nothing good can come of it.
But you have to do it. So just do it. Quit complaining and at least do what you're supposed to do at the end of this nightmare.
Okay. I get it. Fine, I'll get it done. You're welcome.
Thanks, and best of luck with that. And I should remind you about another thing too, while we're on the subject, and that is that once these divorce papers are processed, you and I are legally and officially unrelated in every way. Don't forget that, okay? This is the end of an era, and a new day is dawning.
Yeah, I got it. I know what the word divorce means. Take care now. See ya. It's been real. It's been fun, but, well, you know the rest. My new girl and I will be living our best lives together. Best of luck to you with finding yours. Hey, what's the deal with this? This can't be right. You didn't tell me about this. Why not?
I told you yesterday, didn't I? I told you that we're not connected anymore in any way. You can't just be calling me and texting me like this anymore. We're not married.
Forget about all of that. I don't care about it. Why am I being billed for the repairs and reconstruction of the house? They have no right to do this. I haven't even been charged with anything. This must be illegal.
Those are two different matters. As you should know, you're confusing one with the other.
Don't give me that. This is a crock and you know it. I mean, you said it yourself. You said that as far as the law was concerned, I was in the clear and not guilty of anything. So why am I being billed for all these damages? That just can't be right.
Like I said, those two things are just that. Two different things. Your legal guilt or innocence has nothing to do with the damages and your responsibility for the repair costs.
What are you even talking about? You're making no sense.
Okay, here's how it works. You know, you could have checked on all this yourself too. The law says that demand for or exemption from compensation for those damages is up to the private entity, meaning the landlord, not the court. You and I rented that place. We didn't own it. Therefore, the landlord has a legal right to bill you, the renter, for the damages. I never once told you that you wouldn't have to pay for any of the repair costs to that place. I only told you that the law didn't hold you criminally responsible. Those are two different things.
That is true. You never did say that, but you really did make it seem like I had nothing to worry about. But you must be on the hook too. I'm not the only one who has to pay.
And why would I have to pay? I didn't set the place on fire.
Because we both lived there. You were a renter the same as I was. There's something wrong with this picture if I'm the only one who has to pay. Why am I the fall guy?
You're calling yourself the fall guy? You're the one who set the place on fire! Look, the renter is the one who is responsible for the damages and repair costs. The name on the rental agreement is yours, not mine. I guess you forgot that you were the only name on the lease, huh? So, you see, I have no obligation in this situation at all. Zero.
That can't be right. That makes no sense.
Also, we aren't married anymore, so there's no legal connection between the two of us anymore at all. I am not responsible or related in any way to either the repair costs or any debts that you incur in order to pay those repair costs. Are you understanding your own situation yet? Is there anything that you're not clear on yet?
You knew all of this all along, didn't you? I just know you did. That's why you were so calm, cool, and collected about the divorce and never made a big deal about any of it. All along, you knew that I was on the hook for all this money and you were just biding your time and waiting for this to happen. Admit it!
Even if that were the case, so what? Would you really blame me? It was you who were cheating on me, and it was you who set the house on fire. Those are both your responsibility, not mine. You've got no cause to blame me for anything. Just because I didn't make a bigger fuss over those things at the time?
Wow. You're really trying to make me mad now, aren't you? What nerve. That's quite a game you've been running on me. I hope you're happy with yourself. Now I have to pay divorce settlement money to you and repair costs for the house on top of that?
I guess you're going to have to take out a loan or something, huh?
I can't do that and live a decent lifestyle. A loan this size will ruin me.
Hey, all you can do is what you can do, I guess. There's always a choice to be made, you know. Next time you cheat on your wife or set your house on fire, just remember that the law might judge you innocent, but that doesn't mean that the actual victims of your actions feel the same way. The victims of your actions are me and the landlord. You're lucky that there aren't more of us, because there certainly could have been more, many more. You need to think about that before you get too comfortable thinking that there are no consequences for what you've done.
So what am I supposed to do now? I'm wrecked. If my girlfriend finds out about this, she'll dump me for sure.
But you'll be living your best life with her, so why worry about it, right? Just keep telling yourself that. I'm sure everything will be fine. It would certainly be a happy ending if she doesn't dump you after you lost everything because of your own selfishness and carelessness. Good luck with that. Derek did end up having to pay both the divorce settlement money to me and the repair costs to our former landlord. While it was indeed very fortunate that our home was the only one that was destroyed in the fire, the final tally for the repair costs was a very large sum of money. That sum, together with my settlement money, was far more than Derek could put together on his own, and his friends and family weren't willing to help him out. As expected, he needed to take out a very large loan with a high interest rate. Once his new girlfriend found out about this, she promptly left him. I don't know where he is or what he's doing now, but I suspect that he must be having a hard time because of the financial burden. While neither his cheating nor the accidental fire were crimes on his part, they were certainly both serious errors in judgment, and he's paying the price for both. I don't expect to ever see Derek again, but I do hope that all this has at least shown him the error of his ways and that he has learned something from it.
Hey, Christine, what are you up to right now? You wouldn't happen to be at home right now, would you?
Oh, hi, Marie. Yes, I'm home right now. Why do you ask? What's up?
Well, I'm divorced.
Oh, really? I don't think I knew that. When did that happen?
Well, actually, it just happened right now. I literally just got divorced. My husband told me he wants me out of the house, so I'm not living there any longer.
Wait, what? Your husband told you to leave the house? Bet you two have kids together. Wow, that's really wild. I'm so sorry to hear that.
And to have to move out and find a new place to live so suddenly? That can't be easy. Well, anyways, if there's anything I can do to help, please let me know. I can't imagine what you must be going through right now. Thank you. Actually, now that you mention it, I'm going to be moving back in with my parents this weekend, so I'm going to need you to get out of the house as soon as you can.
Sorry? What do you mean by that? I don't understand.
I mean, you and Charles are living there right now, right? So I need you to pack up your things and move out of there right away.
Marie, what are you talking about? You can't just ask me to do something like that so suddenly. Nobody could move out of somewhere that fast.
Well, you and Charles just helped my parents totally renovate their place, right? I remember thinking you all did such an amazing job last time I went to visit, so now I want to live there. I mean, after all, that house is much more mine than it is yours, don't you think? You're really just leeching off my parents by living there.
Leeching? I don't know if you could really call it that. Besides, Charles is the oldest son, so I think the house is more his than it is yours anyways.
That doesn't really matter. It has nothing to do with what we're talking about. Until 5 years ago, I was living in that house with my family, so when it comes to whose house it is between you or me, it's clearly my house, and I do intend on living there, whether you like it or not. So hurry up and move it so you can make some room for me there. If you and all my family are there, it will be way too small for us all.
Marie, please, this is not just something that you can decide for yourself without asking anyone else first. I mean, our kids live there too. Where are we all supposed to go?
So you mean to tell me that you have your whole family leeching off my parents right now? What is wrong with you? Besides, it's not like Charles actually puts any money into the house, right? He just helped out by moving stuff around. I'm going to live there. I've already made up my mind. If my parents are going to be spending their money on anyone, then it's going to be me, not a bunch of people who are just there because you married into our family.
What are you even talking about right now? This is your brother's family you're talking about. Your niece and nephew. We're not just some charity case.
I don't care who you are. I just want you all out of the house right now. Do you hear me? Don't think I won't call the police and report all of you. I'll tell them that you're squatting in my house illegally and that you stole money from my parents to renovate it. I'll tell them that you used their money to add on pots so you could all live there together without asking my parents about it first.
Do you hear yourself? It was your mom who wanted to make those renovations in the first place. None of what you're saying right now is true.
I don't care about your little lies. You're all just a bunch of blood and money-sucking parasites.
Excuse me? Look, you better watch the way you talk about my family, okay?
Oh, what's the matter? Are you just upset that I'm telling the truth about what you really are? Does it hurt that much to face the facts? Well, tough, because that's the reality of the situation. Even my brother and your little brats are just trying to squeeze my parents for every cent they have before they die, aren't they? Honestly, how could you do that to people who took you in and are letting you live at their house? Well, I won't allow it. Someone has got to step in and save my parents from all you vampires.
Hold it right there, Marie. I understand that you just got divorced and that you're probably really upset right now. I think anyone can understand your feelings. But this is not the way to express them. You can't just attack those around you, especially your extended family. I mean, are you seriously asking all of us to move out?
Oh, just shut your mouth. You don't know anything about how I'm feeling. I don't want to hear any of that talk from you, and of course I'm serious about wanting all of you out. If you all are not out by the time I get to the house, then I'll just throw away all of your belongings myself. What do you think about that, huh? The moment you and Charles leave for work, all of your things will be out on the street for anyone to take, including your little brat children too. The first day I show up, I'll make sure you're all out of the house and can never, ever come back no matter how hard you try. So, if you don't want that to happen, then you better pack up all of your things and get out yourselves before I do it for you.
Okay, that's it. You can insult Charles and I all you want, but you don't ever, and I mean ever, threaten to do anything to my children. Do you understand? I am not joking with you, Marie.
Look, I don't have any other place that I can go. Do you understand? I have nothing left in my life except my parents. Except right now, there's a family of leeches infesting their house that I need to get rid of before I can go home. Do you really think that we can all fit in the house if you all stayed?
No, Marie. Of course we can't all fit there. There aren't even enough rooms for all of us to sleep in.
Exactly. That's what I've been trying to tell you this whole time, but you just wouldn't listen to me. So it's pretty obvious which of the people living there should have to move out. It can't be my parents, since it's their house, so it has to be you. No good bums.
Marie, what is your problem? Honestly, what has gotten into you?
Just shut up and get out already. All of you are just standing in my way. You're all pathetic.
Why are you talking to me like this? There are so many other ways that you could have approached this conversation. I don't understand why you need to be so rude right now.
Shut up, Christine. Shut up, shut up, shut up. I'm not about to be lectured from the mother of some filthy, dirty rat family that's getting fat and living it up on my family's dime. I want all of you out of the house right now. Out, out, out now.
Look, Marie, I think that you're really going to regret this. It's way too late for you to apologize for anything now, but you can stop this before it goes too far.
Me? Regret? What's there to regret about calling you all what you really are?
Because you're going to say something that you won't be able to take back. And then I think that you're really going to regret what happens next. Look, whatever. I've had enough of you. Fine. If you really feel that strongly about it, then we'll all leave. I'll talk to Charles about it, and we will find a date to move out. Does that make you happy, Marie?
Just make sure you're out by this weekend. I'm going to bring over all my things then.
Whatever. This is so ridiculous. I warned you, so don't come crying to me when all this comes back to bite you.
Yeah. I'm so sure that you're going to make me eat my words. You don't even realize how easy y'all have had it up until now. So don't bother coming back here again. I never want to see any of you as long as I live. Now, the only one who is going to be using up my parents' money is me. Hey, Christine, answer your freaking phone when I call you. What the heck is your problem? I have a serious emergency here and I need to talk to you.
Oh, Marie. Hi. What is it? It's only been a few days since we all moved out for you. What could possibly be wrong? You're calling me a lot for someone who never wanted to speak to me again.
Whatever. Can you please just pick up the phone? We need to talk.
Marie, I don't even want to hear your voice. If you have something to say, then you can message it to me. Now, tell me, what do you want so we can get this over with?
Well, it's just that my mom said something really weird, and I don't know what she meant by it.
Oh, really? And just what might she have said?
She was asking if I was going to make the mortgage payments this month. What mortgage payments is she talking about? I seriously have no clue what that means.
Marie, do you really not know anything? Do you think that renovations that big, the planning, the construction, the labor, were all free? Do you really think that your parents have the kind of money needed to cover all of those expenses?
I don't get what you're saying. Do you mean that this house is still not entirely paid off yet?
Of course it's not all paid off yet, but while Charles and I were living there, we were helping your parents make the payments. I mean, your dad was already in debt and seriously went a bit too far with all the money that he took out and put into the house and really needed some help to manage paying it all back. And of course, Charles and I were more than happy to help them pay it off while we were living there. Wait, I don't understand what you were saying.
What is there not to understand, Marie?
What kind of debts do you think my dad even has? What kind of nonsense is this?
Marie, do you even know anything about your parents? I mean, do you need me to spell it out for you? Your dad already owed so much money because of how much he gambles.
What? My dad does not gamble. What are you even talking about right now?
Wow, so you really just had no clue. That's absolutely incredible. I mean, you said yourself that you lived with both your parents for so long.
Well, I did. I did live with them, but I never heard anything about gambling. When did all of this happen?
I have no idea how you couldn't know about your dad's gambling problem. It could be that he just never even bothered to come to you to talk about it, though.
What? But he's my daddy. Why would he not be able to come and talk to me about this?
I mean, you're just a stay-at-home mom, right? You never really worked when you were living here and did not bother finding a job after marriage. Maybe he left like it was just not really worth bringing up to someone who wouldn't be able to help him get out of the situation he had put himself in.
So, you mean that you and my brother really have been helping my parents pay off all this debt?
That's right. That's why we both have been working, and why we moved in with your parents, so that they could watch our kids while we went out and earned money. And in exchange for letting us live there and watching our kids, we'd been helping them pay off the debts that your dad owed. But judging from your reaction, I don't think you knew about any of this before now.
What? No! Of course, I had never heard about any of this. I'm learning about all of this just now. What is the meaning of this? I don't get it.
There really is not that much more to get. Basically, I just explained the whole situation pretty clearly just now. It's just how things are. I mean, what did you think was going on with your parents' lives? Didn't you ever bother to ask?
Wait a second. If you and Charles are out of the house, then who is going to pay off all of this debt?
Marie, are you stupid? Okay, I'll give you a hint. The person who's going to have to pay off the debt is the same person who forced my family out of the house. Are you getting it now?
Are you saying that I'm supposed to pay all that off now? But my dad has a job, doesn't he? Why can't he pay it off?
For the same reason that he wanted 2 other people to help him do it. He doesn't make enough money by himself to afford the payments on the house and the debt, and still be able to provide for your mom as well. That's the whole reason why we all moved in together. I literally just explained all of that like 5 minutes ago.
But I never knew about any of this until now. How come you never warned me about this? You should have told me.
Well, you gave us less than a week to move out, and then said you didn't want to hear from me ever again, so I couldn't really find a good time to tell you about that. You just went ahead with what you wanted to do, without thinking of others or what the consequences of your actions might be.
What? What does this mean, though? What am I supposed to do now?
Well, you seem to be pretty good at deciding what you want to do without bothering to ask others first. It's nice to see that you're growing a bit.
I'm serious. Tell me what I should do.
Well, you've got a bunch of debt you need to pay off. I would suggest you start working.
But that's not fair.
The only person here that you can blame is yourself, Marie.
Wait, no. Christine, please. I can't do this by myself. I don't even have any money. I don't even work. How am I supposed to pay off what it was taking 3 of you to do? Plus, the alimony that I still owe my ex. What should I do? You owe your husband alimony? What for?
Yeah, that's the whole reason why I wanted to live with my parents. I thought that I would never have to pay anything, and they would take care of me. It was not supposed to turn out like this.
But why do you owe him money? Marie, please don't tell me that you cheated on your ex-husband.
I don't see what that has to do with any of this. I don't have to answer that.
Oh, wow. You really did. Wow, you really are the worst.
Whatever. Just please come back to the house. Things are going to fall apart if you and Charles are not here. What are we supposed to do? What am I supposed to do?
That is not going to be happening, Marie. Charles and I have already signed the lease on a nice condo with plenty of space.
Wait. What? You two did what? What are you talking about?
We're staying with my parents for now, but we're going to be moving into the new place next month. It really is such a shame about the newly renovated house, though. But if I'm being honest, I think it will be a lot better for my family to have a place to ourselves, especially one as nice as the condo we're getting. So I guess that things really worked out well in the end, after all.
Christine, what are you saying? You mean that you and Charles are really not going to come back?
Yep, that's what I just said. Glad you're starting to learn to read a bit better. We had to give up so much of our salaries to help your dad take care of his problem. But now we're finally free, and it's all thanks to you.
But what am I supposed to do about his debt now? How are we supposed to pay it all off without your help?
Well, I guess that you and your parents will have to tighten your belts and buckle down on trying to scrape together enough to pay it off yourselves.
What? Come on. You can't be serious. I have my own alimony to worry about. I can't possibly afford to pay someone else's debt at the same time. I don't even have any savings as it is. And who knows if my ex-husband is going to ask me to pay child support as well. How am I supposed to keep on living at this rate? What am I supposed to do? I'll be ruined.
You lost custody of your kids as well? Wow.
Shut up. You don't need to rub salt in the wounds. Just help me.
I guess you'll just have to find a job, won't you? Find a job and work yourself to the bone to eke by.
Please, you can't be serious. I can't do that. I mean, you and Charles must have some savings lying around, right? Surely you can spare a little bit to help your in-laws.
Nice try, Marie, but when you decided to run Charles and I out of our home, I was just grateful to have the money that I'd been able to save up.
So then, you really won't even give me a cent? Please, I'm desperate here.
Give you money, Marie? I don't even want to see your face ever again. Do you understand me? Both Charles and I are just absolutely fed up with you.
What? Charles, too? You've got to be kidding me. But then again, he wasn't answering the phone when I was trying to call him earlier. What happened to him? Where is he right now?
Calm down, Marie. He's right next to me reading all of the messages that we've been sending back and forth. But we both agreed that we've reached our limits with you. We're sick of the way that you've treated us. So do us both a favor and never contact us again. Got it?
So, you're really just going to abandon me? How can you do that? We're supposed to all be one big family.
One big family? Please. Even after all the work that Charles put in to help your dad pay off his debts, even after all the abuse we've taken from you over the years, your parents still agreed to kick us out. I have no idea what they were thinking, if I'm being honest, but we have no intentions to talk to any of you ever again. It makes us both a bit sad to think about it, but it's just the way it is.
Wait, no, please. You can't just go like that. You've got to help me. Please.
Sorry, Marie, but you're on your own. Good luck finding a job and paying off all that debt. Anyways, see ya!
Marie, after being entirely cut off from communication with Christine and Charles, was shocked at the amount of gambling debts her father still had to pay off, not to mention the mortgage on the house. When she told her parents she wasn't able to pay, they kicked her out of the house on the spot. Now, panicking over how to make a living, Marie found a job as quickly as she could and works long shifts from morning until night. But even then, it seems that she still doesn't earn enough even to pay her alimony or child support. Thanks for watching. If you like this video, please consider subscribing and pressing the like button.